Let's take a look at Chopped, one of the biggest and best car shows in Victoria at the moment by far. Very well attended. It's a 3-day event, $200 a head entry, but by geez, you get a lot for your money. Free camping on site. If you volunteer for 5 hours, you get a free weekend pass. So there are ways that you can manage the costs associated with this event if you want to. But the thing about events like this is they are the future of car shows, and I'll tell you why as we get along. But you'll see they've got everything from traditional hot rods to rat rods. Put the band on the back of a truck, what a great idea. And get along things like this gasser, which you don't see very often. You wouldn't see unless you had a place to run it. So they've got some great ideas, but a feature of this event was that most of the vehicles here were older than the people who attended. Pre-1975 for the vehicles, and yet it attracts a younger crowd. This crowd don't necessarily need to see vehicles in pristine condition. Their preference is to see them on the road and running, and that's why a cruise track is so important. Have a look at this for an old school hot rod. What a beauty. Couple of good old school bikes going by. And as I say, they're attracting a younger demographic. Now, if the attendance at this event is any indicator, this is the future of hot rodding and car shows. Because while these events grow, your traditional car show seems to have stagnated somewhat. Entertainment was a big feature of this event. There was always something on, whether it be burnouts or drags, indoor displays, or dirt drags. It just went on all weekend, and this made it a very, very enjoyable event, well worth attending. There was just so much to see throughout the weekend, and you were part of the action at this event. You're not just there looking, it's running right past you all the time. It creates its own environment, and it's a run what you brung event. So a lot of these cars that are being dragged were driven to the event. Some couldn't be driven to the event, but that's the importance of the cruise track and the drag track. It means that you can drive these vehicles that you normally wouldn't. And they circulated all weekend, cutting laps, dropping in, seeing their mates at different campsites. It's a very social sort of event. You wouldn't call these cars rat rods anymore. Most of them are vehicles that have been done up 20, 30 years ago with patina from when they were done up. Some are pristine, but the bulk of them, as I said, it's about getting your vehicle out and about and being seen with what you've got and enjoying what you've got. You can see in the car parks, there was just all sorts of people there for the whole weekend. But no doubt, the popularity of events like this is a real good indicator. In here you can get everything from a tattoo to a t-shirt. Outside you could get any kind of food you like from the food vendors. You could just about rock up with your sleeping bag, and that's all you'd need at the event, because you could get everything else right there. Great event, one to put on your calendar.